most important video, cleanup. This is the last thing that you're gonna do. I'm not gonna clean up a ton because I really wanna leave Mr. Dildine's board aligned so when he gets back after Christmas break, he can just print the rest. So I'm gonna leave that on there, but I will show you what you need to do. So so this is what you're left with. If you have anything, I just cleaned this up, but if you have anything left out, please put it in order. Make sure that that is all looking nice for the next group of kids to get here, and all the tools are put in the yellow box. Step one is cleaning your tools. So you're gonna use the edge to just scrape off as much of the ink as you can. Okay, and then I will go ahead and right now, so I'm not gonna clean this and I'm not gonna put it in the sink. That's not what's gonna happen. Sorry I'm moving so much. Let me set this guy up. I'll set it up right here. Can you see? No, can't see. Okay, so I'm not gonna just like scrape this off and then put it in the sink. I'm going to scrape it off, go ahead and get my white cloth, use the solvent, the mineral spirits that's in the, all three of these are the same by the way, you just push on the top and then the liquid gets on the cloth. But this is mineral spirits that's inside the wash tank, and then I'm going to clean that off without ever putting it in the sink because water will not do anything to this ink. Pressure will maybe take it off, but then all I did was shoot all the ink with the pressure into the sink and clogged up the sink. So don't ever put inky supplies in the sink. So I cleaned that off, and I'm going to go ahead and put it away right then and there. Your next step is going to be to take one of these cards, and we are going to clean off the actual screen. So I would take this card, and I would scrape as much ink as I can off with this card and put it back into that ink container. And then once I scrape all the ink off of this as I can, and I've also completely scraped off all the ink from the squeegee, I will walk over, I'm not gonna put this in the sink, I will walk over and I will use my cloth and I will use the mineral spirits, I will clean it, I will never put it in the sink, and I will clean it and I will put it right back in the container when it's clean. Then my squeegee will say that I already carded off all of my ink. I will then take my squeegee and I will use the mineral spirits, wipe it off, put it away. Again, do not ever put that squeegee in the sink. If you put that squeegee in the sink, like honestly 50% chance you're gonna forget about it. You can say I'm not gonna forget, but they always forget. They always forget. So make sure that you don't put it in the sink. You just clean it and put it away. And clean squeegees go right back in the squeegee box. So then once you have gotten all of the ink off of your screen and you've gotten all of the ink off of your squeegee and those tools are clean and put away, you can then rip your tape off and throw your tape away, and then you're left with just a little bit of ink like this. The whole board will look like this because you don't have much ink. So you will use, while it is still on the press, I am not moving my screen, you will use press wash. That's a good way to remember what to use when you're cleaning up. Is press wash, it's still on the press. So I have not moved it from the press, and again, I'm gonna say it again, all this ink is gone. Just pretend all this ink is gone. I'm only keeping it here so Dildine can print more next class, or when he gets back from break. But press wash, on the press, I will spray my screen, I will wipe it down with a dry cloth. Try to get as much ink off as you can. You do not need to put your screen into the wash-off station. That is a no-no. No ink goes into the wash-off station. So as soon as you spray press wash and wipe your screen down, it goes directly into the dip tank. I don't ever want to see ink in the wash-off station unless it is water-soluble ink. If it is plastisol ink, it will never be in the sink. Okay, so then once you've got your screen in the dip tank, you rotate it after 5 minutes because it only has so much liquid in the dip tank. I'll show you if I can get it off. Maybe one hand. Okay. So the liquid doesn't go all the way up the dip tank, and if you'll notice, a screen won't get covered. It's taller than how much liquid's in there. So you're gonna have to flip it after 5 minutes so you can do the other side. And then after 5 minutes again, that's when you can take it out and power wash off all of the leftover stencil. And then once you get the stencil off and you've scrubbed it a little bit for the next person, go ahead and put it right here, ready for people to take their screens and degrease them. And that's it. But my main takeaway from this is to never clean Plastisol inks with water. Ever. Don't put them in the sink. Don't clean them with water. You clean them on the press with the mineral spirits and the press wash. And that's it.